government had not done in 8 years, Herald TV News forced the government to do it in just 17 hours. Herald TV had highlighted that the Gaokar family from Korampirla in Kuipem has not been given a single electricity pole for the last 8 years despite paying 30,000 rupees for 15 poles to bring electricity to the house. A couple from Matunga, Mumbai, drowned off the Sinkerim beach in Kandolim early on Friday morning while another woman who was with them was rescued and has been admitted in the GMC Bambolim. Unaware that there was a red alert in Goa and the sea conditions were dangerous, the deceased, Prakash K. Doshi, 73, his wife, Harshita P. Doshi, 69, and another couple had gone for an early morning walk on the beach, Kalangut police said. There was an uproar in the Goa Assembly on Friday quoting CM that the Noksham Marina was a green project and would create jobs. Willem MLA Kras Silva during question said that it would have negative impact on the environment and destroy the livelihoods of the local fishermen. Vijay Sardesai questioned how the MPT signed a lease deed with Khargal Constructions in 2010 when the land did not belong to the MPT. CM said the project had not been given clearance and a public hearing would be held. An infuriated Margaon MLA Digambar Kama denied that he had made any statement that PWD would repair the house of ex-Home Guard Vimal Shirodkar in Shirvodin. When Vijay Sardesai pointed that it was published in the papers, Digambar alleged that newspapers publish anything. Instead, he said we had arranged a philanthropist who said he will reconstruct the house. However, Savio Coutinho reiterated that Digambar had blocked the local initiative to rebuild the house and had sent the Mamlatdar and deputy collector who said PWD will do the rebuilding work. Herald TV had highlighted how politics were delaying repair of Vimal's house. India Meteorological Department, IMD, Goa, on Friday extended red alert for 20th July forecasting heavy to very heavy rainfall at many places with strong surface winds and orange alert for the subsequent 3 days. Heavy to very heavy rainfall is likely at many places with extremely heavy rainfall very likely at isolated places with strong surface winds over North Goa and South Goa districts for 20th July, the IMD said. Despite so many red alerts and severe damage caused due to heavy rains and floods this monsoon, Revenue Minister Atanasio Montserrat has declared that the Disaster Management Authority is a postman and has no funds. The question came up during question hour when Mormugaon MLA Sankalp Amonkar said that 8 landslides had occurred in his constituency in the last 2 years and no walls were built. Montserrat said the PWD or WRD had to carry out the repairs. The authority only prepares reports, he contended. He said the money from centre and states was only used to buy equipment. Due to the rampant dumping of garbage by presently engaged contractor or hotel garbage contractors along highways and in villages, the government will decide to centrally collect garbage. This was announced by Waste Management Minister Atanasio Montserrat during question hour. CM also said that it is proposed to suspend the permits of trucks found dumping waste for 1 year. On the specific case of dumping of garbage at Batti, Babush informed that the contractor was blacklisted by Goa Solid Waste Management Corporation but Sant Andre MLA Viresh Borkar produced photos of Thursday night where he said the contractor's trucks were dumping garbage. South Goa District Hospital will be created as a centre of excellence. It is not only with specialized equipment that it can become one, but there is need for specialist doctors, Health Minister Vishwajit Rane told media on Friday. He said the centers of excellence in neurology, orthopedics and cardiology would be set up at South Goa District Hospital. He also said that diagnostics would be made available at the primary health centers. Vishwajit also admitted that maximum people come from South Goa District Hospital to GMC as referrals. Amid rising concerns among stakeholders about the closure of Dabolim Airport, the government is thinking of introducing new flights from Dabolim. Dabolim will not be closed at any cost, Mormugaon MLA assured. When questioned about which new flights will come, he said Dabolim to Nagpur and direct flights to newer destinations abroad will be started. He could not name which flights were left at Dabolim Airport. An old dilapidated building at the Kalangut Market Junction, which had partially collapsed on Thursday morning, was demolished by the Panchayat on Friday after it was declared unsafe by the Deputy Collector, MAPSA. Owners of neighboring shops expressed fear that the whole structure might come down during the incessant rains, following which Kalangut MLA Michael Lobo approached the Deputy Collector on Thursday to pass a demolition order. The AAP leaders from MAPSA staged a protest on Friday to highlight the deteriorating condition of garbage management in the town. They criticized the current MAPSA MLA for neglecting the pressing issues faced by the residents. AAP MAPSA leader stated, "The numerous roadside waste dumps have made life unbearable, especially during the monsoon, raising fears of disease outbreak. The stench from these waste dumps is intolerable." The Ragda River, which flows through the Shell Melavali village, started overflowing on late Friday morning. This blocked the road to Melavali village, causing immense hardships to villagers. The Ragda is a tributary of Mahadei River. According to villagers, this is the first such incident in recent history. The flooding caused havoc and tension for villagers and students who could not go about their daily routine. The Sangam Municipal Council building has become a hot spot for alcohol drinkers. They create nuisance at night and throw beer bottles, cans, glasses, and cigarette packets on the top floor. The building is unguarded at night. Additionally, the building is in poor condition and suffers from a leaking ceiling, falling tiles, and the ceiling fans are on even when no one is there. Don Bosco Oratory Fatorda entered the finals of 34th All Goa Saint Anne's Inter-Village Festival Soccer Tournament 2024, organized by Pona Footballers, powered by Dr. Bhatikar Charitable Trust and Rising Ponda, supported by SAC, played at Animal Husbandry Ground, Kurti, Ponda. Don Bosco Oratory Fatorda defeated Asanora United 3-0. Anselm Furtado scored 2 goals and Richie West scored 1 goal for Don Bosco in the second half.